this, you might have planned to do degree in accounting, or you might venture in straight with professional exams offered by quite a number of professional bodies, right? We have CP Australia, we have ACCA from UK, CIMA from UK, we have various types of professional bodies. Now, what is the difference between degree and this professional qualification, right? Um, Degree, as you all know, all right, we in our local universities, we do have our public universities, which is actually offering bachelors of accounting, yeah. Um, and in private institution also, quite number of institution are offering bachelors of accounting in private industry. All right, what makes the difference between this public universities degree and private degrees university? Public degree university, obviously, it will open the door to be a member of MIA. Right. MIA is considered very important membership that an accountant should possess with, because only with this membership you can call yourself chartered accountant, and you can state CA Malaysia next to your name. All right. This can be obtained if you are coming from a public university, right? Whereas if you are going into a private universities, not many private universities are qualified to be a MIA membership. So to substitute this, what you can do is you can sign up professional degrees, a professional qualification, right? Because all these professional qualifications that I mentioned earlier, like CPA Australia, ACCA, CIMA, all these professional membership is being recognized by MIA to give away their membership, right? So uh, let's go back again. What is the advantage of having a degree, or we have a professional qualification, or we have the both? All right. Throughout my career of in education, I have been teaching many different places, and different programs from a degree to a professional papers. Yeah, I believe that those who sign up with professional papers just after their A level, STPM, not many is actually being able to complete the entire program within the time frame given to them, right? What will happen if they never complete within the time period is all the effort they have put in, all the time, money, going towards to classes, you have a lot of effort, there will be a total waste if you never complete the professional papers within the time frame, right? The other side, you can do professional papers just after sign up for a degree program. Like, we have Bachelors of Accounting in UNIRAZAK. We have 4 years program. Later, I will be coming back in detail about the uniqueness of Bachelors of Degree in UNIRAZAK. If you find that many other places, public, private institution, those who are offering degree in accounting, all right, will be granted with maximum exemptions with professional bodies, right? Example like CPA, we have about 5 to 6 papers to do. Besides of doing all 12 papers, other professional bodies, yeah, they do give their own exemptional papers, right? The best part of signing up a degree will be if once you finish your degree, you already have a bachelor's in your hand. You can continue your professional papers, right? After you finish your degree, just in case if you can't cope up with the professional papers, you still be safe in case in terms of you have a degree with you. Whereas if you start up your professional papers from scratch and halfway through, after 2 years, after 3 years, I have people who give up after 6 years. All right. After 6 years of effort, you are giving up a professional papers. End of the day, you don't really have anything within you. You don't have a degree with you. You have to start from beginning. So the safer side of acquiring, a degree in accounting, of course, I will say, start up with the degree papers, secure a degree program first, and then eventually you can use that degree to continue with your professional paper, right? How many people aware about this kind of arrangement? I can say not many parents actually aware on these particular areas, where they will be given exemption after they have a basic degree, right? Um, and those of course I can say, professional qualification, it is actually good compared to just a degree. The recognition is very high, but in terms of percentage of completion of these professional papers, I can say much lesser compared those who have completed the degree. All right, Dara, back to you.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you. Okay, thank you, Mr. Chandran. Yes, very detailed, right? So I'm sure that students and also parents who are looking out for their children would find that information very interesting. Because it's not as easy as just going to school and then sitting for an exam and you're done. You actually have to make a plan. You actually have to work hard towards it, right? And I'm sure Dr. Chong and Mr. Amir can also share, how they work towards becoming who they are today. All right. So maybe we'll now go to Dr. Chong. All right. So Dr. Chong, you are a full member, certified practicing accountant, CPA Australia, right? And I'm sure that the path is not I mean, for some people, studying, getting married, having a family, it's a straight path. But for some people, the path is a little bit curvy. So you can share with us a little bit about your path. What encouraged you and how can you encourage other people after they finish their degree to maybe take up a professional certification like CPA Australia. What do you say?
Okay. Thanks, Tara. A little bit of academic background of myself. I was graduated from University of Queensland in Brisbane, in Australia, and it was a kind of a trend or like a norm for us. Once we were graduated from a bachelor degree, I was graduated with a bachelor degree in commerce, major in accounting. So it was sort of a trend for us with two options. Number one, either we can proceed one extra year to do honors. It is different from Malaysia. We have to do extra one more year to do honors if your CGPA is up to a certain criteria. Or number two, we can go for a professional qualification. And one of the most famous, trendy professional qualification in Australia definitely is CPA Australia. All right. So if we are able to opt for one of the options, then it is a kind of upgrade in terms of academically and also career wise. Okay. So we will upgrade ourselves in terms of our education background and also our career advancement. Now, I'm not sure whether you know this. If you obtain a professional qualification, realistically, the salary package will be much higher than the one without, especially for Big Four. One of my friend, she was hanged at the last paper, ACCA paper. So she was actually promised she uh, when she got another job in another Big Four. Okay, she promised a salary package. However, she failed. The result was released before she joined the company, but after she got and passed through the interview. So the company actually hold back more than 500 ringgit. That's the difference between having a professional qualification or without, from salary or remuneration perspective. Why it is because professional qualification is more on comprehension. It is going to help us to enhance in terms of understanding and application. So it is not so much about debit and credit anymore. It is more on digesting and integrating from all aspects so that we are ready to be a professional, and we will have professional judgment when people approach us. We are these were some of reasons. I actually, in a very short time, once I've graduated from my bachelor degree, within half a year, I actually enrolled in CPA program. It was actually our trend. It was actually not very difficult to get through, as long as number one, if you are disciplined. Number two, if you are able to comprehend and digest the study guide. It is a very structured version when it comes to CPA Australia itself. Okay, CPA Australia is a professional qualification where it is very structured. So it is sort of like you're on the road and there are a lot of signboards. So you will be guided step by step. As long as you go through the process rigorously, there's no issue to pass. So my friends, all my friends, not that I know of, who failed, that was back in 2007. So it should not be very difficult if you put the effort, if you have the strong willpower, it should not be a problem to get through a professional qualification. And once you obtain it, even with minimal working experience, your rank is different because in terms of the knowledge and comprehension level, definitely that's much higher than a degree holder. Yeah, that's it, Tara.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Chong. Yes, so we have to work hard. You know, it's of course everything we do, we have to put a little bit of work in it, effort in it. But I think that if students were to go to UNIRAZA and were to meet people like you know, who's so encouraging, and then you know, meet people like Mr. Chandran, who's also very interesting and encouraging, I'm sure it'll make their journey of learning more exciting, right? Okay, all right. So, Mr. Amir, you've been quiet and listening. So you have working experience in the taxation industry, you know, and now you are a senior lecturer here at UNIRAZA and also the program leader, right? So can you share with us a little bit, you know, of the maybe it could be the similarities, and but it could also be the differences, you know, about working in the actual industry itself, and also as a lecturer teaching students about the content itself, you know. What makes you venture into both, you know, having both experiences? Can you tell us the differences?
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Tara. Okay, so that's a very tough question. So about the difference between teaching and working. Okay, so because I'm a program director for taxation, so of course my perspective is more on the tax profession. Personally, for me, as far as the teaching of taxation and working, so basically, there's not much different because taxation is a very practical program. Okay, so whatever that the students study during the university are actually to be used in their career. So there's no such thing that when they studied anything about tax, it will not be used later on in their career. So um, so because of my experience, working experience, so I found that teaching is much more easier in the sense that I know what is actually the industry wants, what are they expected from the students, to be able to do. So this is what I always stress to all, especially the student that study taxation, that whatever the program offered, the program structured, all the subject, all the courses offered to them in the programs are actually will be used in their career, especially if they pursue their career in taxation. So as far as the teaching experience, the working experience, it helped a lot. So That's why I think students in UNIRAZAK especially uh, will get a lot of benefits because if they go through the academics listing of UNIRAZA, be from accounting, from taxation, from any other program, entrepreneurship, all of the lecturers are they are from industries, they have practical experience. The lecturer will provide a window for them by the employer. So I think this is something, this is advantages that UNIRAZA offered, especially for all their programs. Because as we can see that all the program UNIRAZA, we basically collaborate with various professional agency, like for example taxation. We collaborate with CTIM. UNIRAZA has been offered or has been awarded exemption on certain whatsoever during the SPM, right? But later on, I did my diploma in accounting, and from there, I start to develop my own tax agent, right? So that they can embark to more, bigger and better career remuneration. That's all, Tara.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Mr. Amir. Yes. Okay. So if any of you have any questions, please put your comments in the comment box below, whether on YouTube, on Facebook. We'll be happy to take your question. Mr. Chandran, very quiet. Okay, so Mr. Chandran, can you also, besides the CPA Australia program with UNIRAZA and also our taxation degree, can you also tell us maybe about the other bachelor program that we offer in the school, or why that UNIRAZA will be the best place, the platform that we're using? Tell us more about it.
Okay, thank you, Tara. I think Dr. Chongkarin and Amiruddin has given a very well explanation about uh, degree in accounting and also degree in bachelor's of taxation, right? Besides these two, we in our school of accounting and taxation, we do have diploma in accounting, right? Diploma in accounting especially caters for SPM students, yeah. So the advantage of doing diploma in accounting with UNIRAZAK is we have designed a program in such a way that upon completing this diploma in accounting, students will have the chance to pursue a bachelor's of accounting or bachelor's of taxation, shorter by 1 year, right? In this case, they can jump straight to second year, right? So that makes to finish up the bachelor's of accounting in 3 years, and taxation is about 2 years plus, yeah. So that is advantage of doing diploma in accounting with UNIRAZAK, right? All right, and comes to bachelor's of accounting and bachelor's of taxation, we have two different mode of delivery, right? One mode we call this conventional mode, where student has to join on the full-time mode, to with UNIRAZAK, start the class, Monday to Friday as usual, 8 to 6 p.m. The classes will be within these weekdays, right? But those who have, some people we have some financial problem, or those who are already in working environment, they might think about pursuing degree in accounting or bachelor's of accounting taxation, right? They can do with us because we do have another mode called online distance learning mode, right? Where we students can take their own, a bit extra time, because working and studying is not as easy as full-time studies, yeah. So we extend the period of studies from 4 to 6 years, right? If you are following our structure, the fastest you can complete your degree will be for but in 4 to 4 years, yeah, minimum 4 years, right? Here you can still do the CPA external paper within it, and also bachelor's of taxation with CTIM papers embedded in the program. So these are the two different modes we are having, Tara. So we have diploma in accounting, one program, two bachelors in the two different mode of studies.
Okay, all right. So we have the diploma, we have the bachelor's, and I'm sure that it's very good options for people who, whether it depends on their financial situation and also depends on their personal needs, what they are requiring. So maybe Dr. Chong, maybe you can share with us a little bit more. How do we apply? If students are interested, how do they apply for the bachelor degree program CPA? Do they apply first together? How? Who do they contact? What do they do?
Oh, okay. Thanks for the question. It is very
Yeah.
simple. Now, the student will just have to enroll to UNIRAZAK for the accounting program. So the marketing staff will actually help them enrolling. And what happened is, after that, our admin staff will help them to arrange their course structure and sequence in accordance to our UNIRAZAK accounting program cost structure, and then they will just have to proceed with all the program and core subjects, year one, year two, year three, and after their internship, okay, then I will come into picture and I will start talking to them and I will start asking, do you want to do external paper? If you are a scholarship holder and if your sponsor actually grant you scholarship to complete the CP Australia papers, then the student will have to do it anyway. For self-sponsored or PTPTN loan holder, then they will have to consider whether they want to do external papers. So it is not like two separate things. It is like abundant. So end of year three, I will start contacting the students. For scholars, then I will inform them what you have to do about enrollment and all that. We will help them. We will assist them together with CPA staff to go through the assessment process and all that, so that they won't actually feel it like two different things. It is like one package at its own. For self-sponsored student, then they will have to whether they want to take external paper. Otherwise, then that will be fine. Then they will just carry on with year four, and after that, they will be able to obtain their Bachelor of Accounting honors degree. Yeah, it should be very simple. We will take care of that part. What they have to do is to study hard.
Chong, yes. Okay. So students, yes, study hard. Study hard and there will be support, for you throughout your 3 years in UNIRAZA. We have the dean here, we have the deputy dean here, we have the head of programs who are always available for you. Their doors are always open, I'm sure, and even UNIRAZA lecturers always have WhatsApp groups with students. We have a great platform called UROX, which we can share later, where students are always able to communicate with their lecturers. So it's not like starting a degree program is so daunting and you're going to be alone. Like what Dr. Chong said, there's always someone there to support you. Just stick to the program, study hard, work hard, have fun. You definitely enjoy yourself. You will do this, right? And Mr. Amir, yeah, we have a question here. Oh, from Eric. Okay. This is for the dean. Okay, Mr. Chandran, you can see the question, I hope.
All right.
Yeah. So,
Can I get? All right. Can I have the questions
can we read
again,
the
please?
question one more time? Yeah, can we read the question one more time again, please? Okay, let me read the question. The question is for the dean, Mr. Chandran. Number one, is CPA the gold standard for accounting, and how does CPA help students in international markets? Okay, so this is the first question. Maybe you answer the first question. Is it the gold
All right.
standard, and how
Thanks.
does it help students in international?
Thanks, Eric Balin, for the wonderful questions. All right. I'm sure this will be also some others have the same questions in their mind, right? When we say CP Australia, it is being recognized worldwide, right? Especially in the Asian market, there is no doubt that recognition will be turned down in any of these neighboring countries such as Singapore, Thailand, Indonesia. Oh, you go to New Zealand, even China, already start recognizing CP Australia, right? Even now, India, most of the countries, East, the other side, UK, we can say that the recognition of CPA Australia is far equally good compared to the other professional bodies, right? So there is no need to worry about the recognition. Yeah, the recognition is always there, right? We have almost like 40,000 plus membership over the world, right? Who's having these CPA qualification around the world.
Okay, so thank you. So I hope the question, the person who asked the question, Eric, you are assured, that we have 40,000 plus members worldwide, and it is recognized all around the world. And definitely, from our speakers here today, our experts today, is definitely something that is worthwhile looking into. Right. So let's ask Mr. Amir. Mr. Amir, for the Bachelor of Taxation program, uh, what are the requirements that student would need to and be enrolled in this program?
Okay, thank you. Okay, requirement as far as I think I mentioned earlier is for SPM. For SPM, you need to have at least credit in mathematics and also pass in English. Okay, and you you can use your STPM, or metric or foundation, where if you're using your foundation, you must have a minimum CGPA of 2.5. For diploma, similar, you need to have minimum CGPA 2.5, right? So as far as the requirement, the entry requirement for Bachelor of Taxation is not, I don't think it is really hard for the student to join. But having said that, even though the entry requirement, quite, not really tough for student to enter, but it doesn't mean that the degree is an easy program, because as I mentioned earlier, the degree we provide you will basically will train you to become a tax professional, and in year 3 we will advise you to do CTRM professional exam, where basically Bachelor of Taxation student will get exemption. Okay, so just to tell a little bit about CTRM. CTRM is the only professional bodies that managing all this the tax professional in Malaysia. So uh, as far as the uh, tax profession, having this membership of CTIM is very useful for them. So there are a few ways to enter into CTIM. Like you can also start from the beginning, where CTIM, the academic structure for CTIM is that they have 2 levels, which is they have intermediate and then final level. So in total, they will have about 8 papers. So for UNIRAZAK student, because of our program structure has been designed in accordance to the CTIM requirement, and also the program structure for Bachelor of Taxation in UNIRAZAK also, we get approval from Lembaga Hasil Dalam Negeri. As such, the program has been designed in such a way that it meets the CTIM, requirement. As such, because of that, CTIM has awarded. Just now I mentioned that we have 8 papers to complete. If you start from zero, from beginning, we have 8 papers to complete to get your CTIM, membership. But if you have a UNIRAZAK Bachelor of Taxation, so basically the student will be given 7 papers exemption, right? So 7 out of 8, which means that university student need only to take one more paper in their final year. Uh, so one more paper. So there is only one paper that separate them, to become a CTI member. So that I think that is something that anyone that interested to join Bachelor of Taxation, something that they can think about, the benefit in the future. Just finish that one paper, and later on you can pursue. As I mentioned earlier, there are where students graduated with the Bachelor of Taxation, and after that they pursue accounting professional like CPA Australia, for example. Right, so that will give you, double double professional, which is something that is not very easy to get if let's say you have degree from maybe, because other university you not get that 7 exemption by city. The most you can get is like maybe 6 papers. So you still have to take at least 2 papers from to take the exam, for CITIM exam. And then I think now we also, Bachelor of Taxation also, we are going to have another mode of study, which is 2U to I. So this is something that I think the potential student can consider, because the 2U to I mode is that where you can study bachelor degree in taxation in the different mode, right? This mode, and this one was aspired by the Ministry of Higher Education, that university to offer this kind of mode, which is the 2U to I, means that two universities, 2 years universities, and 2 years industry. But of course, because Bachelor of Taxation is a 3 years program, so we actually adopted 2U1I. So what happened is that the first 2 years, the student will study in the university, in the campus, and in the year three, there will be attached to our industrial partner, mostly amongst firm or commercial. So where in the year three, so they will be attached to whoever partners that we selected, on during that period. So they will be attached for 1 year. So they will have 1 year, like it's a 1 year of internship. Okay, so 1 year of internship, in the firm. So I think this is something that is very interesting, in the sense that student will only spend 2 years in university and 1 year in the industry. It's not like under normal conventionals that all the 3 years, okay, maybe not all 3 years, maybe 2.5 years, because then you will have your internship for 4 months after that. But now you can have 1 year internship, which I think, if students take this as opportunity to build up a rapport with the employer, and because so far, based on discussion with employer, they said internship is now basically is their best way of, is mode of interview actually for the employer. They will use this internship as part of their interview process. And if the student pass the 1 year internship or the 4 months internship under the conventional, so basically they will absorb the student as a permanent staff. And this happen a lot, for a lot of UNIRAZAK graduate, and majority of them will be absorbed in during their internship period. So by having this 2U1I mode, I think this is something that student can consider, and they can always go to the website, UNIRAZA website, and to get more details on this mode, or they can contact me, if they want further details on this. Okay, thank you, Tara. Back to you.
Amir. So you see, everyone, our lecturers, our professors are so approachable. You said, contact me, I will, like Dr. Chong just now said, we will keep in touch with you, and then Mr. Chandran smiling for all of us to see. So we are all very approachable, don't be afraid, right? So now let's just talk a little bit of, from, besides talking about, oh, there's a question here. Between accounting and taxation, which one is much more easier to take? Okay, I wonder whether the word to take, is it means to qualify and apply for the course, or is it to graduate? So I don't know. So maybe someone would like to answer. Mr. Chandran, would you like to answer this question, or anyone else? Between taxation and accountancy, Mr. Chandran, can I hear you?
I like to throw back another question to the person who asked this. All right. First of all, you have to know what is your interest is in. All right. Are you more to accounting, or are you more to taxation? Right. Because these two are two different skill of knowledge that you have to acquire. So if I say accounting is good, but you don't have the interest of doing it, I tell you there is no point of doing accounting, right? Where else, if you're interested more to tax, I can tell, okay, just go ahead with taxation, right? both are equally professionals, professionally qualified qualification, right? So why are we can't be discriminating, taxation is good or accounting is good. It all comes within you, right? Which you feel that you are actually a good blend with, right? If you are more to accounting, just go with accounting, right? I can say taxation is good, but if you ask Amir will say taxation is good, right? But am I wrong? No, we are not wrong, all right? So again, it all comes to you, right? So which area that you feel you will be the best fit in, right? All right, back to you, Tara.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chandran. Yes. So now let's
Okay,
throw
Tara,
off
I
the
want
topic a
Tara,
little bit.
can I add
Yes.
something?
Yes, yes, sure. Go
Uh,
ahead.
okay, sorry. All right. Okay, so I agree with Chandran. Because accounting and taxation are two different skill. But of course, when every time I said that taxation is always the icing of the cake. You see, the base is accounting. No, you cannot study taxation without studying accounting. Okay,
Yes,
so
true.
no matter what, your accounting must be very strong. That's why, because it's just that, okay, I want to specialize in taxation. So you go for Bachelor of Taxation, because even though you do Bachelor of Taxation, you still have accounting subject in your year one and year two. You cannot escape from that. So if you ask the question whether which accounting or taxation is easier, there's no answer for that, because both you have to study accounting and you have to be good in accounting. There's
Yeah,
no way
if
you
if
escape
you
accounting.
all right, if you
Yeah,
studied maths, there's a chapter called set. So, taxation is subset of accounting. So it's within, it's a just small component of accounting, big theory. Yeah.
yeah, correct.
So
So
talking about mathematics and talking about mathematics and calculation. You teach mathematics and calculation and statistics and formulation and all this, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Now,
yeah.
with the current yeah, so now in the year 2020 with COVID-19 and everyone is working from home and classes are all online, how do you teach these kind of subjects to students? How do you ensure that they understand you? Because usually I remember when I was in school, mathematics, the teacher must be in front of you. Now your teacher is, online. How do you help them? Anyone would like to answer this question?
Uh, Corinne, you want to
John,
go
would
or
you
let
like
me
to?
answer it?
Okay, I will take it. I will take the question. Very good
Yeah.
question. Okay, I am a very structured person, and a big thank to UNIRAZAK. UNIRAZAK has a very good system, very good and very strong system. We name it as UROX. It is actually Canvas LMS. Now, what happened is like this: when physical class is not possible and it is beyond control, then what we do is we have online class, and we are all well prepared with this system, the powerful system we have in UniRaza. So what happened is we will post all our materials in the system, and then we will conduct our lecture using Google Meet. But ours is the paid version, the subscribed version. So normally I will demonstrate the formula, calculation equations, and all that using Excel. And it is a little bit of a life skill, right? Because when the student were out there, no matter they're working as an auditor, external, internal auditor, or company secretary, or tax, and so on, I think they have to be well equipped with some sort of software like cloud computing. Excel is the basic version. So normally I would demonstrate the formulas, the workings, and so on using Excel, so that I also prepare them in advance, so that next time when they work, when they do their computation, their schedule, and so on, they know what to do. They know how to use basic and simple formula along the way, embedded in the courses. Now, the students used to say, "Oh, sorry, madam, I missed out, I can't hear, or forgot, I was dreaming," whatever reason, doesn't matter, because our online lecture is all recorded. So ours is the paid version. So we will use Google Meet and we will record it. And what I used to say is, it's okay, you just have to replay. the video recording, so there's no excuse. So how are we going to conduct our online classes like this? I'm more like process based. So after a topic, then normally I would give them some assessment. Maybe they have to do quizzes, maybe they have to do tutorial, maybe they have to do homework, maybe they have to handwrite the notes of what we had done in our lecture, so that I can actually keep track of their progress week by week. It is on weekly basis. So we will give them assessment along the way. If you do not put effort in listening the lecture or replay the recording, you are not able to do your homework, or you're not able to complete the quiz because you miss out the formula, or you do not know how to do, and so on, right? And for me, my recording is part by part. So if let's say we have a few hours of lecture, I will give break in between. So it is based on topic. If I finish this topic and we're going to proceed with the next topic, I will stop the record and I will start over again. So after the class, I will rename them into topics and I will put them nicely. This is week one, our topics, the videos for each topic, what are the names of the topics. And if you are unsure about any of the topics, you will just have to replay that part. And then you will be able to do a quiz. And then we can also keep track whether they have viewed them, how much time they spent in doing the assignment, and so on and so forth, because we have a very powerful system, you see. So we are already very well prepared for online teaching. But the problem is we will prefer physical class if possible in the future when pandemic is solved, because we will be more engaged with our student. By now, I can only do like a process base. I will make sure you study along the way, but I cannot feel the student. I cannot feel the student attitude. Very difficult to engage with them. Yeah, but we can still do our best in terms of coping, and so on. Yes, Tara.
Much, yeah. So yes, at this time and age where everything is online, UNIRAZAK, we are ready with UROX. The platform is available. The platform is very powerful. And there's so many ways of using it so that students and lecturers are engaged and they are never left out. There's no excuse, right? Um, we are almost running out of time already, but maybe we have one more question. Maybe for Mr. Chandran, right? Mr. Chandran. So can you tell students, there's one more question. Let me see. Let's see the question first, whether it has been answered already. What subjects do students learn on the Bachelor of Accounting program? Maybe you can just go through very quickly what are some of the, you don't have to go through all the subjects, maybe one or two interesting subjects.
Thanks again to Eric Balan. I just before I answer the second question to Eric Balan, I like to ask for apology to Eric Balan. Eric Balan, a bit mixed up with the numbers just now. The 40,000 numbers of professional members is actually MIA members in Malaysia, right? It talks about CPA membership all over the world. We have almost like 166,000 plus as of end of 2019. Right, it's a bit mixed up with this our Malaysian MIA membership. We have about 40,000 plus, right? Back to, sorry for that, Eric Balan, and then back to second question, right? Bachelors of Tax, actually, we don't just major in accounting. We have other major areas to focus on, such as audit, management accounting, right? And then we have taxation, yes, right? So these are all major components which are all aligned to CPA syllabus. So if you see that our syllabus from year 1 to year 3, we have aligned to cater the exams when they go into year 4 doing CPA external paper. Right, Tara, I hope I have answered the question, Tara.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Yes. Okay. So we've come to almost the end of our session. This question could be Mr. Chandran answer, or could be also Dr. Chong or Mr. Amir. Okay, no problem. So do you have any tips or any advice to students out there on the opportunity, why they should do a degree program with professional certificate? Why do you advise that this is a great opportunity?
Okay, I just add in first, right? Okay, I just add in first, right? End of the day, if you see whether a degree or professional qualification, we have to end up with our MIA membership. right? That is our ultimate goal. If you are actually doing accounting or taxation, right? You can't go far without the MIA membership in Malaysia, right? So the uniqueness of UNIRAZAK program, as I said to you, our programs are more to aligning CPA syllabus in our throughout year 1 to year 3 papers, right? So within that, so we can see that the assurance of clearing the CPA papers will be much better, right? In our past record, we have almost like 50% of our students is actually completing all CPA papers within the stipulated 1 year time, which is the year 4. Right. The remaining 50%, they are almost completing. They have completed 4, 5 out of 6 papers. So they can still graduate from us. And then they can complete the other remaining papers after they join the workforce. And we have very close contact with the students, and we keep monitoring are they completing the CPA papers or not. We always welcome them to do some additional studies or not. They can join existing classes online basis to give them some extra support in order to clear the CPA papers, right? And then you can
Yeah.
see that the only the uniqueness of UNIRAZAK's degree in accounting is we are the only university in the world which CPA has given the recognition to embed CPA program within the degree program, right? And then you can see that UNIRAZAK actually still supporting these unfortunate students, B40 students. Besides the PTPTN support, we do give all kind of financial aids for B40 students. Yeah. And most importantly, if you see this accounting in degree in accounting, all right, if you are looking at the MIA's website, all right, we should be achieving 60,000 professional members within 2020. And we are almost another 2 months to go, right? November, December, 2 more months to go. But guess, Tara, how many members do we have as professional members? I think I have informed you, it's almost close to 40,000 only. Means we have a shortage of
Yeah.
20,000 professional accountants now itself. So there will be no doubt of getting a job in future if they start their studies in accounting or taxation. Right. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you
If
so much.
Amir, yeah, Amir and Corinne, if you have anything to add in, please. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead. Mr. Amiram, Karim, you have anything to add?
Yeah, I think I have
Yes.
Mr. Chandan has said almost all the what are the benefit to have professional because if you look at even members MIA also they are I think they are in the process of changing the requirement to become MIA members where they might need members to have a professional qualification, right? But I'm not sure whether it has become a reality or not. So, but that are the future. So I think there's no doubt. Professional is something that a must have. Is no longer in an option
Okay.
if you want to pursue your
Yeah,
profession, your career in accounting or even taxation. So it's already become like I'm sure in the future it become a norm. Being professional is like you're doing a degree maybe 10 years back.
yes. Okay. All right. So everybody, we have come to the end of the session. I don't think we have any more questions. I would just like to say thank you so much to Mr. Chandran, Mr. Amir, and Dr. Chong. It has been a wonderful session. I hope our viewers today would have really, enjoyed themselves and learn about the opportunities that's available for them at Uniraza, and and the opportunities of doing a professional program and also the bachelor's degree. So let me just share with you a little bit news about Uniraza. Our next intake is on November 7th. So those of you who are interested in joining us, November 7th is the deadline for the next intake. Please feel free to go to our website, www.uniraza.edu.my, or you can see the number at the bottom there. 0327891599, and you can call the number to talk to someone who will help you if you're interested in our programs. You can also call the number, you can email to find out more information if you want, if today's session really intrigued you. And to those of you who are also looking for financial assistance or financial aid, we would like to share that the MARA TSP application is still available until 31st October 2020. So a few more days left, for the MARA TSP application, right? You can go to www.maramara.gov.my, and you can also go to www.uniraza.edu.my to find out more about the financial assistance, and also to apply for our courses, apply for the diploma or the bachelor degree program. And please feel free to call the number. And before we end the session today, please remember to subscribe, okay, to our YouTube channel, like it, comment. Even after the session is over, please keep commenting. If you have any questions, still keep asking the questions. We'll still answer them. You can also subscribe to our Instagram page, and also our YouTube and Facebook page. And please stay tuned for our upcoming TikTok sessions. We'll keep them updated and posted on our social media. And also, please don't forget, keep a safe distance from each other. Social distancing is important. Let's try to flatten the curve and stay safe, everybody. So to our three speakers, Mr. Chandran, Dr. Chong, and Mr. Amir, thank you again so much for spending your afternoon with us. I really enjoyed the session, and I hope to see you face-to-face, real life soon. Online is not so fun, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes,
Thank you,
exactly.
everybody. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank
see
you.
you
Bye
then.
Bye.
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 Thank you.